Hello, I'm Irina Baker, an awareness mentor, and I'm here with a client of mine, Daniel Garcia, and we are going to talk about his experiences. We just finished working together, and he will share what his experience was. Hi, Daniel.
Hello, Irina. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and how are you doing?
I'm doing excellent.
All right, let's start with the questions. So, you found me and you wanted to experience life between lives process. What were you looking for when you found me?
Well, I had been doing some research on life between lives and past life regression. I was looking for somebody who could take me there to give me the experience that I had read and learned about. And I went to your website and several other different therapists, and I kept going back to yours. Something drew me back to you. So I figured that was a good sign, and that's why I chose you.
So, what were you looking when you You said, "Okay, I want there'll be a life between lives." What is it that you wanted to know or discover or learn about yourself? Just in few words. What was it? Was it spiritual life? Was it traveling home? Or what was the main attraction when you started searching?
The main attraction was seeing what the spiritual life is like, and finding out about myself and my soul clusters, and learning a little bit more about what what I am as a soul and a spirit. So that was my main goal.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I will quote you right now. You said after we were done with all the process, you said it was the most wonderful experience I have ever had in my life. Why did you say it? What was so wonderful about your travel and your experience?
The wonderful things were the places that I went to, the people and spirits that I saw, and the things that I found out about myself that I wouldn't have normally been able to find out any other way. And after it was completed, it gave me a feeling of exhilaration, and I felt like I was 1,000 pounds lighter. I just felt uh, that I just felt so good inside. Probably the best experience I've ever had. Yes.
So you said it felt enlightening. Your head, I'm quoting you here, your head was wide open, expanded, mental acuity was a lot higher. You said you can see better, you can feel emotions better. Is that true? That's what you told me.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I felt and I still feel that way. And this has been over a week now. I feel the same way, and it's just getting better all the time. So, yeah, absolutely.
Hmm. Were there any surprises for you, Daniel?
Oh yeah, there was all kinds of surprises there that I found out about myself in the spirit world and my past lives. Oh yes, it was
Hmm.
wonderful.
So, what did you gain the most out of these sessions about your connection to the world or connection to spirit? What was the main gain for you?
The main thing that I gained out of it was knowing that there's a spiritual life beyond my life here, and that been through many lives to get to this point, and that my life's path is about learning and as much as I can, and about loving and receiving love, and helping myself get through my life path the best way I can.
Every time I do this process, I have a common theme with my clients. Everyone says it's usual, it's just normal for the sessions. Everybody says, I feel empowered. And you said the same thing. Would you comment on
Yeah.
that? How do you feel empowered?
I am feel empowered now because I feel the my mind is I'm able to focus better on things. I'm able to feel and sense things and have a better connection with the people around me and the people in my spiritual world as well. And I still maintain a connection with them now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. And in what way do you have a greater comprehension of life and your place in it?
I have a greater comprehension of life now because I have to. I know my life path. I know that what it took to get here, and some of the obstacles that I had to overcome. And so, based on that, I feel that I have a better comprehension of where my life is and where I need to go with it.
It's a little bit a delay in the recording, but that's okay. I think we heard your words and then we saw your picture with talking but not saying anything. So it's just a delay in the recording. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's talk now about technicalities of the hypnosis process itself, because Life Between Lives itself is a very deep hypnosis, as I promised to you at the beginning when we talked. And with me, my process is not to have just two sessions like some practitioners do. I do more sessions than that. It's a process because I explained this to you at the beginning and you thought it made sense. So
Yes.
do you think that if you just had two sessions, not the amount of sessions that you went through with me, would it be the same success, or what you've done is much better?
I think what I have done is much better because what it has done is it allowed me to gradually increase the amount of time it took to get me to where I needed to be, then into that deep hypnosis to be able to do the really great life between lives session that we had at the end. Each one progressed gradually and got me deeper and deeper. And I think if we only had a couple of sessions, I probably wouldn't got as deep as I needed to be in order to make that happen. So yes, it's
Right.
definitely I would recommend that.
Right, because you need time to get used to me, to build rapport with me, to start trusting me, because you don't know me from Adam, right? You just found me through the website, and here we are
Yes,
working together on the most sacred experience. So it takes time, and you've done a terrific, amazing job, because you were really good with hypnosis, you were really good with the process. So I really blessed. I always say I'm blessed with my clients, and definitely you are not exception to the rule. You are absolutely great client to work with, and still you had to, it takes time. It takes several sessions, several meetings to really trust the process and trust me. Would you agree?
yes, totally. I would agree with that statement. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
takes time to get used to one another, and it definitely helped with the process for sure.
And the depth of hypnosis was going deeper and deeper and deeper. Remember how you thought I didn't even imagine that I could go even deeper? And you did, because we will have a scale from 1 to 10. What was your number? And your numbers were pretty high, but the last session was just top the charts because it was really deep, right? Would you comment on
Yes.
that?
Yes. Yeah, pretty much I got to 10 at the top level I could get in hypnosis. I stayed there the whole time, and you were excellent at keeping me there, and it really was a great experience. Very
Thank you.
enjoyable.
And interesting that, in fact, people only think that hypnosis can be done face to face. And I have sometimes people call me and say, "Oh, I can only do face to face." They just don't know. They've never experienced hypnosis and they make that judgment. So when I told you, first of all, I told you first sessions will be on the phone, but then I gave you a choice, the office or the phone, and we decided to see at the end what will happen, the office or the phone, and you chose the phone. Do you think you did the right
Yeah.
thing?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you because of the way that you were able to get me to that point in hypnosis where I could be successful, there was no problem getting me to that point and where I needed to be on the phone. So I think it worked out great, because you're not having to drive anywhere. You can be on the phone and still get the same results that I would have if I had to go to an office. So it was phenomenal.
And the funny part, today we are seeing each other for the first time, and we already
Yes.
went through the process, several week process, and this is the first time we see each other. How phenomenal is that, the technology, right?
Oh yeah, you gotta love that for sure.
Yeah. hmm Anything that before we close our interview, anything you would like to say to people who would perhaps who are searching for answers and want to know who they are, what they here on earth, what their purpose is, how to connect with the spirit world? Would you recommend anything? Would you recommend the working with me, or what would you say?
I would recommend going through the whole process because the first part is a healing session. It goes through your issues that you're having and that you've had in your past, and it heals you from those. For instance, in one of my past lives, I had issues with my back, and I was able to get those resolved during the healing session, and where actually had physical pain, and by the end of the session, I had no pain at all. So that was a wonderful experience. Also, be continuing on with that from the healing all the way to the life between lives, where you actually see what your life is path is, how you pick your bodies, the different things you do in the spirit world. It was just an excellent experience all the way around, and I would recommend that that anybody take the opportunity to go through the whole process. It was such an enlightening experience, and it made me feel wonderful, and I'm still feeling wonderful today. It's getting better all the time.
hmm Thank you very much. And in conclusion, first of all, like I said, you've been a blessing. It was real pleasure working with you, Daniel. And I wish you the best in your search for more, because there is always more. There is always, there are horizons to find and search for.
Yes.
And to everybody who is watching right now, if you would like to experience what Dan has, and you would like to know who you are and what you're here to do on earth, go to my website. And my website is on this banner here, irinabaker.com/discovery hyphen session slash. You will see it. It will be under the video as well, and fill out a self-assessment. These are questions designed to laser focus on who you are, where you want to be, and the best way to get there, as Daniel found out in his working with me. And so if you qualified, then we will schedule a complimentary awareness shifting discovery session, and we will laser focus on you, your needs, your desires, and your goals. Again, it's Irina Baker. awareness mentor, here with my happy client, Daniel Garcia. You, Daniel, and everybody else, have a wonderful, blissful day full of awareness. And until we meet again, goodbye.
Thank you.